Letsile Tebogo on warpath as African starfires. Another warning just days after comeback post. The 2025 New Balance Boston Grand Prix is right around the corner, and the anticipation is building. However, it is not just the event itself causing the stir. Some old challenges and bold claims have resurfaced. Remember when Matt Hudson-Smith, after his 400-meter silver at the Paris Olympics, went on to say that he was coming for Letsile Tebogo's 300-meter world record? While the British sprinter called out the big names of track and style, now the time has come to sprint the talk. As the New Balance Boston Grand Prix approaches, Matt Hudson's words, "I want to do a USA versus Great Britain. Let's put Tebogo in there. He's the world record holder," echoes louder than ever. And just in case Hudson had forgotten his words, the track community hasn't. In fact, neither have track stars. Much like a well-timed reminder, 400-meter sprinter Vernon Norwood took to X and wrote, "You was yappin' all last year about 300-meter. Pull up Boston e mattin' the floor." Whoops, seems like Matt Hudson-Smith has no escape from this one. Responding to the same, Matt went on to write, "Haha, talk to your people. New Balance has Ricky's number." Things have started to heat up. However, the real surprise came when Letsile Tebogo retweeted Norwood's tweet. It was not long ago that Letsile Tebogo took it to X to announce his return. He went on to write, "Go to war with your limits every damn day." Well, the reply to Vernon Norwood's tweet might just be him pushing that limit. So what exactly did his retweet say? Well, it was a very simple one, and it read, "It's time." So what does "it's time" mean for Tebogo? Well, let's break it down a bit. Despite being just 21 years old, Tebogo has taken down the big names of track and field. The 2024 Paris Olympics 200-meter gold was perhaps the best example of his versatility as a track star. However, as Matt Hudson-Smith pointed out, Tebogo is the world record holder in the 300 meters, so a 300-meter challenge without him seems obsolete. It was, in fact, in 2024 that Tebogo set the world record, clocking 30.69 seconds. A statement that the world could not ignore. But that's not all that went down in 2024. 2024, while being a rather glorious year for Letsile Tebogo, was also a year that put his resilience to the test. On May 19, 2024, Tebogo lost his mother. However, he pushed on, winning 2 Olympic medals and a personal best of 19.46 in the 200 meters. So when Tebogo says, "It's time," it is not just a mere remark. It is a declaration and hopefully a yes to the 2025 New Balance Boston Grand Prix. So does this mean all the names from the Matt Hudson-Smith Challenge are going to be on track this coming February? Does this mean Fred Kerley, Letsile Tebogo, and Matt Hudson-Smith will go head-to-head? Well, it definitely is a possibility. Vernon Norwood has thrown down the gauntlet, and Letsile Tebogo seems like he is just about to. Now that leaves Fred Kerley, who has already called out Hudson-Smith earlier in 2024. Kerley took it to X and wrote, "Yeah, at mattin' the floor, I got you in 300. All that remains is for Kerley to make it official." Hudson, however, also took 2 other names. One of them is Noah Lyles, who is set to take the track for the Ralph Mann Memorial Men's 60 meters. Considering the training for 300 meters and 60 meters would be extremely different, Lyles remains on the fence. Any guesses on the second name that Hudson took? It was none other than Rai Benjamin, yet another big name in the 400-meter hurdles. Benjamin, much like Lyles, will be at the New Balance Grand Prix, and that too in the Jesse Loubier Memorial Men's 300-meter. Now with all these names in the mix, it is a once-in-a-lifetime kind of opportunity for Matt Hudson-Smith to live by his word. As the event draws near, Norwood's words to Letsile Tebogo's tweet are much like the reaction of the track community. As Norwood rightly puts it, "We waiting on you, Tebogo."
All eyes are on Quincy Wilson, the young track athlete making history and giving everyone a run for their money. Here's his story.
Set.
Quincy Wilson, the 16-year-old who stunned the world with his Olympic gold, just made a major announcement, and it's set to change everything. What's driving this unexpected move, and why is it shaking up the track and field world? Let's find out.
It's my dream since I was a young athlete. When I started running track, I approached my mom and told her that I would love to run in the Olympics one day.
Let's go, Q! Arms!
Quincy Wilson's journey in track and field began remarkably early, with his first competitive steps coming shortly after learning to walk. Under the Fort Mee High Steppers Club, he explored multiple events, the 100, 200, and 400 meters, showing natural talent across all sprinting distances. By second grade, Wilson was already demonstrating exceptional promise, finishing runner-up in shorter sprints and claiming gold in the 400 meters. This early success not only qualified him for the junior games in all three events, but also revealed his natural affinity for the quarter mile. His parents recognized and nurtured this talent, ensuring he maintained a balanced approach to both athletics and education. The support system around young Wilson understood the importance of not pushing too hard too early, allowing his natural abilities to develop organically. This foundation period would prove crucial in his later development, establishing both the physical and mental groundwork for his future achievements. During his elementary school years, Wilson's progression was nothing short of remarkable. In fourth grade, he tackled his first indoor season with impressive maturity, claiming titles in both the 200 and 400 meters. The significant milestone of breaking the 1-minute barrier in the 400 meters came naturally, and he accomplished this feat 6 separate times in succession. Rather than narrowing his focus early, Wilson embraced the full spectrum of track and field, competing in everything from 1,500-meter races to hurdles and long jump. This diverse approach helped develop his overall athleticism and prevented early specialization. His venture into the pentathlon showed his versatility and competitive spirit across multiple disciplines. The COVID-19 pandemic created an unexpected pause in his competitive trajectory, but Wilson used this time to strengthen his fundamentals and mental approach to the sport. When he returned to competition in 2021, the improvements were immediately evident, suggesting the break had benefited his long-term development.
You're looking at the TV, you're just like, I could be that person one day.
I was like, okay, Quincy, yeah, you're going to go to the Olympics, whatever. And I was like, well, maybe 2028, you'll be like in college or something like that. And he looked at me like, no, I'm going like now.
The family's decision to relocate from Chesapeake, Virginia to Gaithersburg, Maryland marked a turning point in Wilson's career. The move, specifically chosen to allow him to attend the prestigious Bullies School, demonstrated the family's commitment to nurturing his talent while maintaining academic excellence. At Bullies, Wilson found himself in an environment that understood how to develop elite athletes while ensuring they maintained academic standards. The school's renowned athletic program provided him with professional-level coaching and facilities, while its academic rigor kept him challenged intellectually. In his freshman year, Wilson didn't just adapt to the new environment, immediately making his mark by tying and then breaking the indoor freshman record with a time of 47.39 seconds. This performance wasn't just about raw talent anymore. It showed the results of systematic training and professional guidance. The Bullies program's approach to developing the whole athlete, combining technical training with mental preparation and academic support, proved to be exactly what Wilson needed at this crucial stage of his development. The transition from promising talent to a national phenomenon came at the New Balance Indoor Nationals, where Wilson demolished not just the freshman record, but also outperformed a field of juniors and seniors to claim his first national high school title. His time of 46.67 seconds wasn't just fast for his age, it was historically significant. This performance sent shockwaves through the track community, forcing everyone to reconsider what was possible for a 15-year-old athlete. The momentum continued into the outdoor season, where he split a remarkable 45.06 on a relay leg at the Penn Relays. His ability to maintain consistency while continuously improving defied conventional wisdom about young athletes. Wilson's progression wasn't just linear, it was almost algorithmic in its predictability, with each major meet bringing a new milestone. Most remarkably, he managed these achievements while maintaining his academic commitments, proving that his success wasn't just about raw talent, but also disciplined time management and focused dedication.
Let's go, men's 400 second semi-final. Quincy Wilson, he's got Bryce Deadman on his inside.
and Quincy Wilson usually gets out fast, and Vernon is the one who usually holds back, but Vernon seems to be out well as Quincy has not closed up the gap, and that is actually behind him there, Bryce Deadman, who is off to a good start, has closed up the high schooler.
Quincy Wilson showed me something in that first round. He showed me that he is able to run the last 100 of this race, and he's going to need one because he's falling back.
He sure is. Vernon Norwood, he's chasing down Judson Lincoln, and now here we come. Top two go through on the inside. Bryce Deadman. Look at this. The kid's coming back. Oh, what a finish from the 16-year-old.
So he's going to have to rely on time. Right now, he is the top of the bubble and looking very good for a chance in the final.
Bryce Deadman gets the win.
But wait, there is more. Wilson's path to the Olympics began with a stunning performance at the U.S. Olympic Trials, where he ran 44.66 in the preliminaries, setting the outdoor under-18 world best. 2 days later, he improved this mark to 44.59 in the semifinals, qualifying for the finals against America's elite quarter-milers. His sixth-place finish in the final, running 44.94, earned him a spot in the 4x400-meter relay pool, making him the youngest American track and field male Olympian in history. At the Olympics, despite a challenging preliminary round where he split 47.27 seconds, Team USA advanced to the finals. Though he didn't run in the final, his contribution in the heats helped secure the gold medal, making him the youngest track and field Olympic gold medalist ever. This achievement wasn't just about the medal, it represented a breakthrough moment for youth in athletics, challenging traditional assumptions about age and competitive readiness. As his coach Joe Lee notes, no one wants to lose to the teenager, the high school kid. This reality creates unique pressures for Wilson, who must balance intense training with a demanding academic schedule.
Tall. The cool thing about track is that everybody has the same opportunity, so it's not about age. He has a heart of a champion. He's a competitor. He wants to put on the colors for Team USA.
His days start at 5 a.m., with a 90-minute commute to school where he tackles pre-calculus, English, photography, and U.S. history. After school ends at 3:05 p.m., track practice continues until 6 p.m., creating exhaustingly long days. The pressure isn't just physical. Wilson faces constant scrutiny from competitors, media, and fans expecting him to maintain his meteoric rise. His performance at major meets brings both adulation and criticism, with every race analyzed and compared to historical standards. Despite these challenges, Wilson maintains his focus on both athletic and academic excellence, showing maturity beyond his years in handling the spotlight. Wilson's trajectory has track and field experts reconsidering what's possible in the sport.
And in this final open class heat, there is one team in particular that we're going to be watching to see if they can advance to the final yet again, and that is the Bullis School. Look for them on GI. We've also got St. Elizabeth Tech, Mount Vernon, Luis Munoz Marine, Arundel, Archbishop Carroll, LaSalle Academy, Rhode Island, Homewood.
His time of 44.20 at the Holloway Pro Classic, where he outran professional athlete Bryce Deadman, suggests the potential that's yet to be fully realized. While some compare him to legends like Michael Johnson, his coach and support system deliberately avoid such comparisons, focusing instead on sustainable development. His academic interests in anatomy and engineering complement his athletic pursuits, showing a scientific approach to understanding his own performance. The balance of maintaining elite athletic performance while excelling in challenging academic subjects demonstrates unusual maturity. College recruiters are already showing intense interest, though Wilson maintains focus on his current goals. His ability to handle multiple competitive rounds at major meets indicates growing tactical awareness and physical maturity that bodes well for future championships. Quincy Wilson was named the USATF Youth Athlete of the Year for his incredible performances throughout 2024. Right from the indoor season to his appearance at the Paris Olympics, Wilson displayed great confidence and showcased steady improvements. He shared a motivating message as he addressed the crowd after winning the award. "I want to take a moment to speak to everyone out there who's faced doubt or fear. One of my most important lessons I've learned is to never ever doubt yourself. Believe in yourself. It's the foundation of everything, whether it's sports, life, or anything you pursue. There were many times when I didn't know if I could make it, but I learned that if you trust yourself, keep working, and stay focused on your goals, the possibilities are endless." At just 16, Wilson has already rewritten multiple record books and changed perceptions about youth athletics. His achievements challenge traditional development models in track and field, suggesting that with proper support and management, exceptional talents can compete at elite levels earlier than previously thought. Beyond the records, his impact extends to inspiring a new generation of young athletes. His success while maintaining academic excellence provides a template for balanced athletic development. The way he handles pressure and scrutiny offers lessons for other young athletes facing early success. His family's approach to managing his development, prioritizing long-term success over immediate gains, may influence future athlete development programs. Wilson's training regimen reflects modern sports science principles while respecting his youth and continuing development. His schedule incorporates careful periodization to manage academic and athletic demands. The focus remains on technical development rather than pure performance metrics, understanding that his body is still growing and adapting. His interest in anatomy helps him understand and participate in his training decisions. The coaching staff at Bullis maintains constant communication with his teachers and family to ensure proper recovery and stress management. This scientific approach to training a teenage phenomenon could influence future protocols for developing young athletes. Wilson's maturity extends beyond the track, as shown in his approach to both success and challenges. His schedule demands exceptional discipline, rising at 5 a.m. for his long commute, maintaining focus through challenging academic courses, and then giving full effort in afternoon training sessions. Despite media attention and growing fame, he maintains strong connections with family and friends who knew him before his achievements. His self-proclaimed interest in science, particularly anatomy, reveals an intellectual curiosity that matches his athletic drive. Teachers note his engagement in subjects like engineering and photography, showing diverse interests beyond sports. The support of his family, particularly their early decision to shield him from recruitment pressure in middle school, has helped maintain his love for the sport. His ability to handle both success and setbacks with equal composure demonstrates emotional maturity rare for his age. As Wilson continues his high school journey, the track world watches with intense interest. His progression from running 51 seconds as a middle schooler to Olympic gold medalist shows remarkable development. Yet experts believe he hasn't reached his peak. College programs already view him as a potential program-changing recruit, though immediate professional opportunities might also emerge. His training continues to evolve, with careful attention to preventing burnout or overtraining. The balance between pursuing athletic excellence and maintaining academic standards remains crucial. His coach emphasizes long-term development over immediate results, understanding that Wilson's best years likely lie ahead. The pressure of expectations continues to grow, yet Wilson maintains focus on steady improvement rather than dramatic breakthroughs. The target on his back creates unique challenges for a 16-year-old competing against seasoned professionals. Every race brings scrutiny, with performances analyzed against both age group records and open competition standards. His Olympic relay performance, where he ran 47.27 in the heats, showed that even phenomenal talents face challenging moments. Yet his response to such challenges, continuing to train, compete, and improve, demonstrates remarkable resilience. His support system carefully manages media exposure and competitive scheduling to maintain sustainable development. The balance between pushing limits and protecting long-term potential requires constant attention from coaches and family. Wilson's journey represents more than individual achievement. It suggests new possibilities in track and field development. His success challenges traditional assumptions about age and competitive readiness, while highlighting the importance of proper support systems. As he continues developing, the track world watches to see not just how fast he can run, but how his approach might influence future generations of athletes. His story continues to unfold, but already provides valuable lessons about nurturing exceptional talent while maintaining balanced development. Whatever records may fall in the future, Wilson's impact on track and field extends far beyond the stopwatch.
Alrighty, our guest today is a 6-foot guard from the University of Iowa, the NCAA all-time Division I scoring leader, the first pick of the WNBA draft, WNBA assist leader, all-star, and 2024 WNBA Rookie of the Year. She's the most requested guest in the history of our show. And
Clark's influence has reached new heights, with her upcoming appearance on the New Heights podcast hosted by Travis and Jason Kelce marking a major cultural milestone. The podcast hosts revealed that Clark was the most requested guest in the history of our show, showcasing her widespread appeal beyond the sports world. This moment is even more significant given Travis Kelce's connection to pop icon Taylor Swift, potentially creating a unique bridge between sports and entertainment. Could this crossover skyrocket the WNBA's visibility? Let's take a closer look. The transformation of women's basketball's perception has found an unexpected catalyst in Caitlin Clark. Where once the WNBA struggled to capture widespread cultural attention, Clark has made the league cool to watch, creating a shift in public perception that extends far beyond the basketball court.
We heard you got your first recruiting letter in 7th grade. Is this true?
Yeah.
That's insane. Were you playing with high schoolers at this point?
Yeah, it's honestly sad. Like, where college recruitment has kind of gone, it's just insane. But also, I feel very fortunate. Like, my parents, they told my older brother, go get the mail. We don't want your sister to see that. They wanted me to be in 7th grade and enjoy middle school and hang out with your friends. You shouldn't be worrying about where you're going to college. So I didn't really take any visits until after my freshman year. And then I didn't decide until my senior years. I was never in a rush. And my parents did a really good job of make sure, I have a good circle around me. It wasn't always about college recruitment. I wasn't posting my offers. Also that wasn't really a thing when I was growing up. So.
But it is now. It had to be close to when you were growing up.
It was close. People were starting to do it, post oh, I got an offer from here. I got an offer from here. Now it's all you see on social media. I didn't really think anything of it. I was just going out there and hooping and having fun, and it's kind of just what came with it.
On the podcast, Clark will talk about her early career and share how she started getting college recruitment letters in 7th grade. Her parents handled it smartly. They had her older brother collect the mail so she wouldn't feel too much pressure and could have a normal childhood. This simple and grounded way of growing up, focused on values and staying real, has made her someone fans of all ages can look up to.
Why did you decide that this was the time to end your college career?
Well, I think there's pros and cons to both sides, and that's what made the decision so difficult. It was almost a win-win, but at the same time a lose-lose because I was giving up something, and I'm just kind of ready for the next chapter and a new challenge in my life. But I think the reason I decided to announce it when I did was just to have that closure, especially going into senior night.
Clark's off-court marketing strategy has been described as a masterclass in personal branding. Along with Angel Reese, she has done more to promote the WNBA than countless other players combined. Their impact extends beyond game statistics, creating cultural moments that attract new audiences to women's basketball. This change is similar to how other sports have used smart marketing, like the Kansas City Chiefs becoming America's team by winning games and staying popular off the field. Clark's impact shows that for sports to succeed today, teams and players need to do well in games and connect with culture outside of sports.
I think she's handled this unbelievably. You forget sometimes this is a 22-year-old, right? She's been named Time Female or Athlete of the Year and has had all kinds of things coming at her from all different types of directions. And, with that publicity becomes some haters always, and that's unfortunate. But we really work hard at Iowa on putting the blinders on and just being able to be very tunnel visioned, and I think it's helping her right now.
Looking ahead, Clark's cultural impact could reshape how women's sports are marketed and consumed. The potential confluence of sports, music, and popular culture through figures like Clark and Swift could create unprecedented opportunities for the WNBA to reach new audiences and establish itself as a major player in the entertainment landscape. People are no longer asking if the WNBA matters in culture. They're now waiting for its next big moment. With Clark at the front, the league seems ready for a new chapter where women's basketball is not just admired for great play, but also embraced as a key part of popular culture. The mix of Clark's basketball skills and her pop culture appeal could change sports marketing completely. Experts think her ability to reach different groups of people might set a new example for future athletes. This could bring the WNBA more TV deals, sponsorships, and media attention that once seemed out of reach. Marketing experts say this moment is like the NBA's big change in the 1980s and 1990s. Back then, Michael Jordan became a cultural icon beyond basketball. Now, Clark could have a similar impact. Her real and relatable personality makes her a perfect link between sports fans and mainstream entertainment audiences. Clark's influence online is another exciting part of her impact. Her game highlights often go viral on social media, bringing in people who may have never watched women's basketball before. If she connects with Taylor Swift, it could make this effect even bigger, reaching one of the most active fan groups in entertainment. Social media metrics show that posts featuring Clark generate engagement rates comparable to major male athletes. This digital presence helps break down traditional barriers between sports and entertainment, creating new opportunities for the WNBA to reach younger, more diverse audiences. Corporate interest and brand partnerships, major brands are taking notice of Clark's unique position at the intersection of sports and culture. Companies that previously showed little interest in women's basketball are now seeking partnerships.